Welcome to this edition of Inside Look. Today I'm joined by Mario and Maureen, both of Dana. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Now, Dana does a ton of things, but there is an event coming up. That is the 5th annual Strawberry Festival. Let's delve right into that.
Okay. Well, it's going to be this Saturday, June 16th, from 10 to 2, right in front of Town Hall on the grounds there, you know, where the gazebo is and everything. So we're very excited about and looking forward to it. The kids really love it. We have lots of vendors, and one of our specialties is our strawberry shortcake that we sell there for $5. We usually sell out about 1 or 1:30. And then there's games for the children, and the games are all free. We're really proud of that, so that you can bring your children and not have to spend like $200 to get something done and have fun. But so all the little games are free, and they all have prizes and everything. And then this year for the adults, we also have over 50 vendors coming, so we're very excited about that. And you know, whether you want to buy, you just want to stroll, you want to get ideas for gifts or things, you know, it's up to you. It keeps the kids busy. It lets you shop at the same time, and you know, visit with all your friends and their friends too. So it's a great family event.
No, I think with all the vendors, as you mentioned, a big number. A lot of them are local. Most of them are local.
Right.
It gives them a chance to show their wares, so to speak. We're always trying to bring things to downtown to revitalize it a little bit. I think that's a nationwide problem, right? All these downtown areas are tough the minute the malls move in. So again, having that many small businesses being able to, I don't want to call it free advertising, because there's a little bit of something for everybody there, whether it's food or getting the kids moving. Sometimes we have bouncy houses. This year the Y is going to do, you asked for the definition, right? A gaga pit?
Yeah, the gaga.
We'll have a gaga pit. So it's a game for young children. It's a safe game where they hit the ball, and it's somewhat of a knockout game, but it's very easy and mild, and like I said, it's going to get the kids moving. And we find with that kind of thing, the adults get a little bit of a break because the kids are safe where they're playing and going through. It's 10 to 2, correct?
Right.
So it's a good part of the day, good chunk of the day. There's going to be food, so they probably don't have to go anywhere to have lunch.
And I think one of my favorite sports that the YMCA usually brings is the obstacle course, right? Last year that was the biggest hit. They brought this obstacle course, and the little kids thought they were like the Patriots and everything, you know. I mean, they were over there, they were so into it. So that's another game that's like so fun and keeps them busy at the same time.
Now, something I'm always curious about before we start talking a little more about it is, where did the idea come from to even start this?
Well, on the board of directors and all, where we've all shared ideas and things before, other towns, other places, other things have had strawberry festivals, and we started with that. After we weren't doing the block party anymore, you know, for many, many reasons, we started doing a lot of smaller events so that it's a more controlled atmosphere and everything. And we want to do something, you know, in June, in the spring here, so that, and we just came up with this strawberry festival. So at other events, like it used to be at the block party, we also made the strawberry shortcake and just sold out of it. It is really good. It is really good. So you have to come and again, try that at least, for sure.
I mean, the Strawberry Festival is kind of a nationwide thing, but it gives you flexibility in what you can offer. I mean, besides games, crafts are a big type of item, but I suspect a lot of towns do strawberry festivals because it's getting into summer. It's it's kind of an opening celebration of some good weather.
Right. After the snow.
But it's not a particular thing, you know. Right. You're not going to serve strawberry at the Halloween in the park.
Right.
So this kind of festival opens up to a lot more vendors being interested, and of course we can't do it without our vendors. You want to attract as many people as you can.
Right, and even like the Sun Chronicle comes and they bring a game for the kids. They always have fun with them. The North Attleboro Electric Department will be there. They have their own game for them. And somebody did this, a lineman cut out of cardboard, and they can stand behind it and get their picture taken through the face. So they've all gotten really creative and, you know, and love it. So just different, it's good participation on the company's end, but also, you know, for the children. They just love it. And as far as the vendors go for adults, like there'll be clothing vendors, jewelry vendors, There's 3 different kinds of soap vendors. I'm just trying to think. There's cosmetics. There's all natural, skincare. There is there's a face painting girl that comes. She is fabulous. She does these children up the whole face. And if you want that, you can do it not as elaborate, but she's there, and the kids seem to love her. Oh, and this year we have a new one that's the removable tattoos.
Okay.
He's coming, and I think the kids are going to love that also. And we play hula hoop games and ring toss and, throwing the balls, knock the bottles down to win. Oh, and we have a little basketball shoot this year. So that's another game that, and the kids just love it. They love getting it in. And everybody else is cheering everybody else on. There's no competition, which is so good about it also.
Now, to run something like this, you're a nonprofit.
Correct.
Money. I mean, does it all come from the community to help you be able to put something like this on?
Well, we are being sponsored this year by some of our hometown realtors. We have 5 sponsors from the Century 21 Ed Paraso Realtor Group, and that gives us a little pot to start with. And then we ask people that want to donate towards either the water or food, different things that people can donate for. And then whatever's left that we have for expenses, then we take it out of the money from the vendor tables. So we run it pretty close, and all the money that we do end up with on the plus side goes right back into it for the events that are going to be up and coming as we keep going all year long.
And the growing downtown,
Yep,
which
and
is
part of it goes for
all
the
of the nice flowers and the banners that we get supported by
Right.
local businesses, which we always want to point out that if people love those flowers, then the banners that have those local companies on there, then please promote those companies. Shop local, buy local, and those are the people
Right.
that'll help us
It's so true.
do everything that we do.
So we can give back to the community all the time. The people that pay for their banners, that helps pay for, like Mario was saying, like for the flowers, for the Christmas decorations and things.
And the flowers, I might add, look very lovely. I think they've started to
Yep.
go up, right?
Yep, they're all up. They're starting to grow and bloom, and we all go up and down during the whole season to see each week as it gets better and better. I think the prettiest time is just as the sun starts to go down when you drive down the center of town, and all the new flags that the Veterans Department put up.
No, it looks gorgeous. And this event is phenomenal. Get people down there to see what the downtown's like you
Right.
said, you both said.
Right.
And for people who don't know, again, there's no cost to get in.
No.
You just show up at, where is it, Bears Park?
Yeah, right here in front of Town Hall. That's where we're going to, at 10
Veterans
a.m.
Park,
Veterans
excuse me.
Park. Excuse me, I have this tickle. And we're going to start there at 10 o'clock with a little parade called Bicycles, Tricycles, Wagons, and Wheels. And kids can come with their mothers and their sisters and brothers and everybody and decorate. Some of them decorate for Strawberry. Some of them decorate for red, white, and blue because we just did, do Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and the Veterans Department will be there, and the Disabilities Department. And we march all the way down just around the gazebo and through the park, and then we give out 3 awards for the cutest little, get-ups or bicycles, tricycles, wagons, or wheels. And that's just another whole thing. Kids love that.
That's a clever idea. I like that. What do you guys look forward to most about that day?
Just seeing people out and about on a beautiful day. I think I know working at the Y, it's a battle we fight all of the time, is trying to get kids moving or people moving in general. And however we can get their attention and have them come. And again, as Maureen pointed out, it costs you nothing to come and enjoy these things. You're always going to learn something new. Geez, I didn't know there was a company doing this, or the kids get their face painted and they love that. It doesn't take much to get kids happy and generated and have fun. It doesn't take much to do that. We just have to make a little bit of an effort.
And let's hope for good weather, right?
So far, we've been watching it so far. It looks going to be really like a beautiful day. And we do have a surprise grand marshal that's coming. We usually have somebody who leads the little parade off. And this year, I guess it won't be a surprise after I tell everybody, right? But I think I should tell you because it's going to be so fun. We have Santa and Mrs. Claus coming.
Oh, very cool.
And they're coming in their summer get up. So he has shorts and a Hawaii shirt and things like that. And they're going to march right ahead of them and lead them around. I just think the kids are going to go crazy. It's just going to be awesome. So if you have little children, just bring them down because they're just going to have a ball.
That sounds like a fun day. And now I hate to say this, you're mentioning children, and unfortunately school's not out yet.
Right.
But your next up and coming event is the back to school shuffle. Sorry, kids.
That's okay.
Don't wanna get you right back in school quite yet. But
No.
But the back to school shuffle, which was something you guys created, I think now 12 years ago.
About that, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been, and it's really a huge success. What we related to, it's kind of like trick-or-treating for back to school supplies. And this year the date is August 22nd. It's from 5 to 7:30 downtown, and you get in line to pay for a little ticket, which I think is about $3, and you get to go to about 35 or 40 different businesses that are going to give something away, and they put it in your bag for you. And it's amazing what companies have come up with. Now you say, well, there's not that many businesses downtown, and we know that. So what we do is if we have a space, for instance, Grace Episcopal Church has a lot of space in front of the church. We have 7 vendors there, like the Boy Scouts usually set up a table there. Ed Parasol, Century 21, they set up a table there. The church has their table out there. A music teacher has her table out there. So then the kids just come right through, and they're getting all these back to school supplies, which really saves the parents. It's like, how expensive it is to shop for school supplies. And it's turned into a game for the children. So
there's a little map with directions
Yep.
to all of these little satellite locations, because some of the vendors are in the park again here. It starts
Right.
out there, but then they'll walk along the street, so it gives them a little bit of exercise too as
Right.
they're following the
Right.
map and the trail.
And we check off their sheet, like when your child comes up and he hands us a sheet, we check it off, and then we give them their gifts. So we make sure that everybody gets one, and they share with the kids. They come with wagons. Some parents have 3 or 4 kids. I mean, when you have 3 or 4 children, it costs a lot to buy all the paper and pens and erasers. A lot of things are given away. I know that the church, because I help with that, they do a Ziploc baggie with a big set of markers, a pair of kindergarten scissors, and a glue stick in there. Other ones give full notebooks, spiral notebooks. It just depends where you go. But we have, I think we sell 225 tickets for that.
We usually come close to selling out, if not
Usually,
selling out
right.
every year. So it's one of those events that have turned out to be very popular. It serves a purpose, it serves a function. I think people are happy with it. It's very affordable.
Yep.
You get much more than the $3 worth.
Yeah.
And we can tell that by the way it sells out.
Yep.
And how many parents have you heard come up to you or have come up to you and been grateful that you hold this event because it does help them, monetarily?
Oh, many, many. Many parents are always saying, this is awesome, thank you for doing this. It makes a difference, And we even accept the ones that are going to a preschool. And I think the cutoff is like junior high school. But especially the little ones who come with their bag, they just think it's like Christmas. But parents are very grateful. Same is true for the chocolate stroll, which we did in February. Sometimes parents buy a ticket to go there to get the chocolate, because you go around there again to 35 or 40 businesses, and everybody does something uniquely different with chocolate. And the people just love it. It's amazing. We were laughing like a few years back when adults started buying all these tickets. We're like, great idea, so they were excited.
We know it's a great idea because it's freezing out on many of
Oh,
the February
how
days,
did you
and
ever?
people still come out
Right.
to walk through.
We've had several students who were home from college who said they came. I'm home from college, so I came back.
That's awesome.
So it's been good. It's all good things.
And that makes everything you guys do that much more special, and goes to show the sense of community that people still hold even when they leave.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then when they come back with their kids, then you really know you've been doing this a while.
You've been doing something right.
It's true.
And then there's also, so now you mentioned how, it's almost like trick-or-treating for school supplies.
Correct.
So then come right after that is actual trick-or-treater season. And you guys do a huge event, Halloween in the park.
Yep.
What's that event about?
Well, it's the same idea we set up in the park. We're all in that controlled area there, and they come in costume. And we have a Halloween parade, the same thing, and they march around and around and around. And then we have judges, and they win, 3 people get to win 3 different categories. Actually, 6 people win, 2 in each category.
Okay.
So, and then we have all the vendors again who come and show their wares. And it's great because if you want to shop for for Christmas or anything, not that we want to talk about Christmas, but, you can shop for Christmas or birthdays or, even still for school, for things. Lots of vendors, and there again, the games are the same way. They're all free. We try to give away as much free things through all of these events that we can.
Which must be difficult.
Yeah, it is. I'm always asking people to do things for free. Could you just go out and buy something for this and then give it away free, And they see me coming. Sometimes I go, uh-oh, here she comes. Right?
But it's a pretty good partnership and exposure. If the things are free and there's something gotten, we get the volume, we get the traffic with the people,
Right.
and then of course, then it's important because that vendor will want to come back the next year.
Right. And not only that, we're bringing all those people that come. Number one, we're bringing the vendors into town, the ones that aren't from town, because obviously we don't have enough just here. And the people that come to the event are now downtown, so they might visit other businesses. I was just talking to a restaurant downtown and said, you can expect probably more traffic on Saturday, people that will come here for lunch or for dinner afterwards with their family and everything. So they were very excited about it too. So it works for everybody downtown, it works for the children, it works for the vendors, and it works for us because we love to do it. My biggest reward is watching the kids, when you can see how much fun they're having, for free.
Yeah. And the parents must love it too,
Oh, right.
because like you both said, you're not going out and going to a carnival and spending $200 or something. You're getting to spend quality family time together for a cheap price.
Right. Yep, you're so right, because it costs $200 wherever you go if you have 3 or 4 kids, even just to go anywhere and just get something to eat. So the parents really appreciate it too. And we're keeping it all, it's just basic hometown fun. It's the whole idea. And and speaking of, we do it right there in front of the pool. The pool's going to open July 2nd. That's another committee that I'm on. And, we're saving the pool so we can keep it going. July 2nd it opens, and July 9th is the official ceremony. Betty Poirier, our state representative, and the veterans. And we have a whole ceremony down there for the people who purchase banners, and we hang them up around the pool. So that's all up and coming, and 1,100 kids a week go through that pool.
Wow.
That's amazing. I was amazed when I found out. So we want to really help keep it going.
How lucky are you to have an area and a space like Veterans Park in front of Town Hall to utilize for events like this?
Absolutely.
I mean, you must be blessed.
Oh, absolutely. Where would we go?
There's enough space, there's parking in the back, there's
Right.
parking in surrounding areas.
It's all visible space too. So the vendors, people drive by, see the vendors, go, oh, I know that vendor, I'm going to stop. Or they'll say, I don't know that vendor, and I'd like to see what that is, I'm going to stop. I think you're right, it works.
Both ways, and again, we know we have the Cultural Council's concerts in the summer, but we kind of squeeze in between those. So the usage of the park is consistent, and I think that, again, is going to be a magnet to keep bringing people down to this area.
And I think that's the coolest thing too, is that it's right there on a main stretch of road, where if somebody who didn't know about any of these events going on were
Right.
to drive by, they might tend to stop and check it out, because they'd be like, I wonder what's going on there.
Right.
Definitely.
Let me pop in, and
Absolutely.
that's great.
So we do this Strawberry Festival next week, and then like Mario was saying, then the Cultural Council does their Tuesday night concerts, and then we go into October and we do the Halloween in the park.
Back to school shuffle at the
in
end.
between there, I skipped the back to school shuffle, and then we go on to the last but not
Least, the biggest of them all, the 63rd already
right.
annual Santa Parade. Always a big event.
Always.
No matter what the weather. I think you even mentioned that for the certain events. No matter what the weather, the turnout's always
Right.
amazing. What's this year look like?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be great as usual. We've been adding to it recently in the last couple of years. They've gotten some new participants, and that's the goal, always the goal. And you're right, we've been out there in the pouring down rain and come home soaked. We've been out there in the snow and come home soaked and frozen. Yep, and we've been out there times where it was so warm we took our jackets off. But I just want to say that the community, the townspeople are always faithful. They're always faithful about coming, and when the parade goes down the street, you see all the local people that live here line up, no matter what the weather is. And there again, it goes back to those children's faces. It's amazing.
To see the people coming, and I'm still always amazed at how people like to walk in a parade, not just
Right.
watch, but
Yeah.
when you ask them to be part of it, and they like
Right.
walking in the parade.
Right, right. I think it's turning around too. I think we went through a time where parades were not such a big deal. It's beginning to take a turn back to, oh, let's do the parade. Let's get in the parade. Let's do the Memorial Day. They're building the Memorial Day parade back. When we were younger, that was a huge parade. And then over the years, it kind of shrunk down a little. So I think everything's taken a turn back to hometown. Just, homegrown, hometown thing. It feels good.
I was going to say, I know, for instance, with the parade, there are people that come from far away. I mean, I know out of state to march in it.
Yep.
Or, even to bring, I mean, that's amazing.
It is.
To have people travel that far for a parade. It
Yeah.
must go to show you're doing something right.
I think it's well organized, and I think it's like any big event. The backstage things happen that don't go right, and the horses are in front of the truck that they shouldn't be, or whatever. But in the end, when it runs out there, and you people all tape it, it comes across smoothly, no matter what happened there, and it is. It's well received and appreciated.
I was going to say, as long as you don't put walkers
behind the horses. No,
you're
that's
in pretty
true.
good shape, right?
And while we're talking about homegrown, let me just mention also that the flowers that you see up there that are growing, Briggs's Nursery, who's been here forever in town, they grow them for us, and they give them to us at a discounted price. They're very fair with us, and I think they do a beautiful job. And then some people don't stop to think about how much work they are, the maintenance, but Miller's Family Farm up on Allen Avenue, they are the waterers. They're out there at 5 o'clock in the morning, watering all the plants, keeping them from drying up in the middle of summer, and help them to grow healthy. So it is a whole community, team that makes it happen.
Yeah, a lot of people might not realize it, but it's your team effort that makes everything, all these events run smoothly.
Right. Because even going to like the before the Christmas parade, it's not an event. It's not on here, but it's an event for us because we do all the Christmas wreaths and the things that hang on the poles. So we go up to the Miller Family Farm. Oh, Rick. And we make all the wreaths, so whatever we decide is going to go up on the poles. And that's a 3-day event. It takes us like 2.5 days to get it all done up there and then bring them down and get them on the poles. But still, again, we come together. We bring friends and outsiders and people that want to help. And that's really what it's about, teamwork.
And for a lot of people that don't realize or may not realize, this is all volunteer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not, I was going to say, it's not being a handy person. It's not an easy job making those wreaths.
Oh,
Thank goodness for Miller Tree Farm and the volunteers, too.
It's true. Mario got involved with it, and it's a little more complicated than you think. Oh, those wreaths are nice. Well, we make them by hand, little pieces. Miller's Farm cuts down the trees, and then they hack off the limbs, and we keep making it till we get it down to the pieces, and then, it is more than you realize.
So you didn't realize what you were getting into when
No,
not at all.
And then the bows, you think too, there's 50 poles, there's 50 banners, there's 50 bows, there's 50 wreaths, and then you hope some of the bows are going to last for the next year, and then they don't, and they're much bigger than they look when they're up there. They don't look that big, but they are.
On average, what would you say amount of time to make one wreath?
Oh, no.
I
don't know,
It's a
because-
good 10 minutes because
Yeah.
you're
Well,
picking the pieces together, and then it's at the end, it's got to go into the machine to
right.
get the wire
Yeah.
all together.
But then after that,
Oh,
then
the
it goes
ball,
to
I forgot about the ball.
Then it goes to the next table for all the lights have to get on it. Then it goes to the next table to get the bow put on. It's and those guys had to cut down the trees. So where do you begin to figure how much time?
This is true.
So-
I guess you've got a good point there.
Yeah.
I liked the 10 minutes. I was
Yeah.
like, well, that sounds simple enough.
Yeah, like
Maybe
we'd
that
be
was
done
my
in an hour.
part, 10 minutes.
Yeah. We'd be done in an hour that way. It takes us about 2.5 days of working at it.
It's worth it though when you drive down there and see them on the poles.
It is.
Every moment of it.
And we've gotten some youth to help us from different groups and things, and I said to them, just think when you drive downtown with your friends, you can go, I helped with that wreath up there.
Yeah. I think people can thank us by going to all of these events.
Yep, just showing up, show support.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot of the same, I don't want to say same vendors, because there's some cross there depending on what the event is, but showing their support for that and just coming there and telling friends about it and making the downtown a lot more vibrant than it would be without all of these things going on.
And for people, we've got about a minute left, for people who want to donate, maybe they can't, come to these events or participate, can they donate to Dana directly?
Absolutely. They can go to, they can either email it to the Downtown Associates at gmail.com, or they can call 508-695-4814 if they want to call and speak to someone, so they can say, can I mail you a check? What could I help with? Or whatever. Or you can always go on Facebook and like us, and you can get information there, or text a message to us or whatever.
And you guys always have updates, I know,
Yep.
Through Facebook and everything.
Right.
So
Right. The more they can like our events, the
Yep,
more
yep.
we'll
Go on
spread the
Facebook and like
news.
us and spread the news.
in this day and age, it's great to have Facebook, right?
Right,
It-
right.
It really does help. It helps word travel
It does.
faster. Well, guys, what you guys do is wonderful, and we look forward to seeing you at these
Okay.
events.
Thank you.
All coming up, and the biggest of all, obviously, at the end, and we'll be seeing you
Oh,
there.
yeah, Santa Parade, right.
And
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you guys there, and please come out and support Dana, because it's all a community effort, and it's your downtown.